Thanks, Chad. Now for something a little bit different, if you've been looking for Mr. or Ms. Right, maybe the right place to look is online. There are a number of services out there that you might call search engines for love. The leading site for computer couplings is Match.com, which claims it's matched 1,300 couples.
Meeting Mr. Right? A chance in a million? Or a million and one chance? Increase the odds with Match.com. Just browse around and pretty soon you're finding people you like looking for people like you. Match.com. Click here.
And joining us now from San Francisco, Trish McDermott with Match.com. She is, believe it or not, the company's vice president of romance. Great title. Did you come up with that yourself?
I think I earned that title after having worked in the dating industry about 12 years.
You did earn it. Joining us here in New York as well, Brian and Christina Stanton, a couple that actually met on the site, and they have now been married for 2 years. Wedded bliss for 2 years?
Yes, that's right.
Absolutely. Good morning. Nice to have all three of you with us.
Thanks. Nice to have us.
Before we get back to Trish, had you ever tried to find a date online before hooking up with this service?
No.
Did you think it was a kind of a kooky thing to do?
No, not at all. I had been in New York for a while, and I always considered it kind of a hard place to meet people. And I have lots of friends who had met people online, so actually it seemed very natural. I think it's very popular here.
It's popular, but weren't either one of you concerned about the quality of people you might meet online?
Yeah,
or did you think it was the same crapshoot as meeting someone in a bar?
Yeah.
You know, I was a little bit, and I looked at what Match.com had, and because you can go through and you can read about the person that you might, ask out on a date, and you can put in some information about yourself.
You can lie, Brian.
You could, but
if you wanted to.
But one of the things when Christina and I talked, we said, well, let's meet, at a place that's, innocuous. It's, it's a place that's, either of us could leave if we decided we didn't like the person or we couldn't trust them or that kind of thing.
And was that the only matchup either of you ever made with the two of each other, or did you try dates from the service before?
I was the first match for him, but I had gone on about 6 dates before.
And how were those dates?
No,
were
they were
disasters,
fine.
or they were okay?
None of them were a match, but they were all fine, because when I finally met them, I had actually emailed them and talked to them probably for, a month and tons of emails. So when I finally met them, I really did know them. I had seen their pictures because the photos are scanned on Match.com, so you see who you're going out with, you talk to them for a long time. It's not such a crapshoot. You really do know a lot about the person on the first date.
And you found the information pretty accurate that people gave?
Yes. Actually,
because you could tweak that stuff pretty easily.
But why would you, though? Because, there's so many people in the pool of men and the pool of women in Match.com. You're much less likely to lie, because why lie? There's plenty of people who would go for you,
And I think what people find is if you find somebody that might lie about a little thing, like their age or that type of thing, you can probably be assured they're going to be lying on other things too, and then you don't.
So when they
email
come to
them
the
back
date and they're 70 years old, you pretty much know that everything they told you was false up to that point. Trish, is there any way you can control that, or do you just expect that most people will in fact try to be honest because they're spending some money to do this and they really do want to find Mr. and Ms. Right?
I think that's the point exactly, is that people come to Match.com not to what I call geek out on the technology, not to go into chat rooms or spend time online, but to actually find dates in the offline world. So they're really compelled to tell the truth. We call it truth in advertising, because you're going to sit down and have a cup of coffee or have dinner with this person. It will be very apparent, I think, immediately if you haven't been very honest.
Right. Well, the truth seems to be in these numbers too, Trish. At a time when a lot of online sites don't make any money at all, you have seen your revenues go up from $29.1 million in the year 2000 to $49.2 million in the year 2001. How do you explain that?
I think the category itself, in terms of online dating, has become very accepted, and Match.com is the most well-loved and well-known brand in this industry. We register about 800,000 new members each month. Those are essentially potential dates for the 2.75 million people who now have profiles on the site. So the opportunity is very profound, and whether you're looking to date someone around the corner or really around the world, the internet, and Match.com in particular, allows you to very efficiently and affordably and conveniently from home, from work, 24/7, no matter where you are, find potential romantic partners. And the upside, too, is that it's really a lot of fun. It's very entertaining to browse and search and to flirt online.
Was it fun?
A blast.
It absolutely is.
It was fun meeting my husband.
Well, you lucked out.
Well, I think it's fun, and I think I lucked out too, but I think it's fun reading about other people, and you really can find out a lot about the other person before you go out with them, which isn't something that you always, have on a date, especially first date.
Well, Trish, I think you need to be congratulated here. Brian and Christina seem the picture of happiness here, and I guess they have you to thank for that.
Well, we have a nice business because we have a financial bottom line, but we also have this other bottom line, which is all these very happy couples and families that go on.
Yeah, I guess the 50 babies have come into the world as a result of the couplings you've helped make happen. Trish McDermott, continued good luck with your work, and Brian and Christina, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing your story with us this morning. They are off the market, for the record, okay? No emails to either one of them. All right, thanks again. They've got all